pedal kayaks versus motor kayaks, and why motorized kayaks are the future of kayak fishing. Kayaking has always been about getting out, exploring the water, whether you're fishing, exercising, or just escaping into nature. But today, the debate has been brewing for a while: pedal kayaks versus motor kayaks for fishing purposes. Let's dive in and see why kayaking with motors is the future of kayak fishing. Pedal kayaks revolutionize kayaking by freeing up your hands, giving you a little bit of a leg workout, and they're great for fishing because your hands are free, allowing you to navigate while being able to cast. And you're covering longer distances compared to traditional paddle kayaks, giving you much greater advantage while burning less calories than a traditional paddle kayak. But then came motorized kayaks. These modern marvels bring kayaking to a whole new level, combining speed, efficiency, and convenience. Equipped with electric motors, they allow you to go further, faster, and with less physical effort. Alright, so let's address this and get this out of the way. Why kayak fishing isn't about exercise or fitness. And this is coming from a personal trainer. So the second we go from kayaking to kayak fishing, we're no longer focusing on the kayaking part. Think of a canoe. If I said canoe, you have something pops in your mind. Or if I said a boat, something pops in your mind. But if I said a fishing canoe or a fishing boat, they probably have a motor on there. In fact, if you Google that right now, you will see that the fishing canoe will have a transom mount, and that a fishing boat will have a trolling motor. So this is the natural progression of fishing, is to be equipped with trolling motors. Kayaking is just later to the game. So kayak fishing isn't about exercise or fitness. It's about the thrill that you catch, the experience on the water, and going out there and catching fish. It's not about exercising on the way to get to the fish. While pedal kayaking might seem like the best way to combine fishing and exercise, it just doesn't pack that much of a punch when it comes to serious workouts. It doesn't burn that much calories. It's no different than a stationary bike at a very mild, moderate pace. So you're really not burning that many calories. It's not that great of an exercise. If you want me to do a full in-depth video of why, go into the different zones of cardio and why it's not that great of exercise, I can't, but that's a separate video. We're talking about kayak fishing today. And fishing, it's not about fitness.
And if you're just sitting on a recumbent bike, pedaling like this, going easy, it's not going to burn a lot of calories.
For most anglers, when we're on the water, we're not there to work out. You can go to a gym, you can exercise at home. Now, if this is your only form of exercise, yeah, don't stop it. Keep exercising. But there's a lot better forms of exercise. Many better versions of exercise out there than stationary pedaling. You're no different than the commercials you see for this.
Without physical strain or impact, it's the easiest exercise you can do.
My legs are stronger.
All right, let's go even further with it. Let's just say you want to keep progressing with your kayak fishing and go to the next level, tournaments. Well, motors is the only way that makes it fair, because it's just not that big of a sport yet. We don't have enough people to where we can have weight classes, age brackets, and all this, because it's not fair to put, example, 50-year-old Bill with a knee replacement against someone who's in their 20s who's extremely fit. It's not fair at all. The only way to make it fair is to allow motors so that the older outfitters have a chance to keep up with this younger generation and the more fitter people, because it shouldn't be about fitness and who could pedal and paddle further. It should be about who catches the most fish or the biggest fish. It's a fishing tournament, not an exercise. So we should make it that. It shouldn't be just based on human powered. It should be based on fishing. Many tournaments are now allowing motors, and it's going to keep going that way because it includes more people. The sport is growing, and we want the more and more people to be included in these tournaments. We don't want to exclude anyone. So motors allow that to be possible. And that's why motorized kayaks have changed the game. They eliminate the physical advantage that younger, fitter anglers might have, letting the competition focus on strategy and knowledge of the water. Whether you're 18 or 80, a motorized kayak allows everyone the even ground to compete. So let's break it down to dollars and cents. So pedal drive kayaks have gained in popularity, there's no denying it, and they're pricey and clunky. A high quality pedal drive can cost you anywhere between $800 to over $1,500, and that's before factoring the kayak itself. Now let's compare that to a motorized setup. You can get a reliable trolling motor for anywhere between $200 to $700. a battery added to it anywhere between $100 to $300. Combine that with a sturdy kayak, and your entire motorized setup often comes in cheaper than a top-tier pedal kayak. So my entire motorized kayak setup costs less than most big-name pedal drive kayaks. Plus, with a motor, you're getting more than just propulsion. You're investing in speed, convenience, and the ability to go further than most anglers and stand up while traveling. So when you're in a pedal kayak, you have to pedal to move. So you can't stand and fish while traveling. So I'm able to stand and navigate in my kayak in waters that you wouldn't even be able to go in with a pedal drive. So with motorized kayaks, you're getting the most bang for your buck, affordability, easy to use, superior performance. So why spend more for less when you can have a setup that's both efficient and cost effective? Motorized kayaks are the future, and the brands are well aware of this. If you don't believe me, look at any of the biggest kayaks that have came out in the last couple of years, whether that be from Bonafide with the Power or the XTR, the Ascend 133X, New Canoe. They've been a very stable platform that's been around for a while. They are known for people putting motors on them. Autopilot, they were one of the first people to come out with a motor, and they dominate the market. They are still considered one of the best kayaks to get right now. We have the Titan X, which the Titan X is actually equipped plug and play. All you have to do is hook your battery to it, plug your motor into the spot. Everything's already wired to run power. Then you have the Wilderness Systems Tactical Pro. This kayak is more like a catamaran style kayak, and it has a offset bow mount for a trolling motor. So it goes off to the side like it would be on a bass boat, allowing you to still have an open deck. So kayak companies are well aware that the future is motors, and that's the direction they're moving.